Nice to see you.
Good to see you again, Bart.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me.
And happy anniversary, celebrating 100 years.
Yep. I only feel 102.
You look great for 100.
Only 102. Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
1925. In 1925, what was the community thinking?
So Rotary founded this organization in 1925. And so just people lose track because I think time moves really fast. And there weren't very many services for people with disabilities or children with disabilities. And so really Rotary was the leading organization that said, hey, the way that things are being done for children in our community is not good enough. It's not good enough even in the region. So they wanted to provide services and clinics for young people with disabilities to make sure that they were getting the treatment that they needed.
You think about all the building that this country, this society did, right up and through the, recent history. There's no ramps. I mean, there's steps inside every building. There's steps to get into every building. There really wasn't a lot of thought about the disabled and access.
Yeah, and I think the real difference, I think you're hitting on something really interesting and important to say, is that we've come a long ways in 100 years in that we started to recognize that people with disabilities are people that, just like everybody else, want to get into places, need to have access. During this whole time, people with disabilities didn't necessarily get to go to school because there were no way to get in. Some people attended by phone. So, the community over time has responded. This isn't a new thing. People have always wanted to include people with disabilities in the larger society. We have a lot more work to do. We always say that what people create, they can change. And so that's really a mindset of like, how do we want to include everybody, make space for everyone, let people contribute their talents and their skills as much as they're able and willing. Also, as you and I age, I know we're ageless, but as our abilities change and our bodies don't let us function as well, that's a place that we still want to have in our home and society. So all of us, we always say it's easy to join the club. So I think over time, that 100 years, we figured out people join it more and more. We have the largest generation of folks that are aging in right now. And so, people are going to experience some of this themselves,
And it's this week that is the anniversary of the adoption of the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Yeah, and we're kind of twining this event with that. So the Americans with Disability Act basically guarantees non-discrimination in 5 areas. And so like building, communication, and several other things. So that was passed in 1990. As a part of this, we're celebrating that with a Tom Olin art exhibit. It's the first line in the flyer. Tom Olin is from Lansing, and he is a photographer, basically is a photographer of the independent living movement. So our friends from Grand Rapids that used to have a thing called disArt have provided us with frame prints from Tom Olin. So there's a nice little gallery in our conference room until August 23rd. It's free to come in. You can just come and check it out. It's a museum quality exhibit.
So on Thursday, that's the day for the big celebration and open house. So history exhibit. Now you mentioned Rotary started this organization.
Yep.
It wasn't known as Disability Connections when it started, was it?
No, there was a whole movement of people involved with Rotary. It started in Ohio. This guy named Arch Clump, his son had a disability. And like we were saying before, time goes fast, so we don't understand. There just weren't services like this for folks. And hospitals used to divide things into wards, and they usually put people with disabilities all the way in the back. He went to see his son. He's just like, this is not going to work. So they started these things called the Societies for Crippled Children. And then in the 70s, that expanded to crippled children and adults. But as time has gone by, we realized, crippled's a little rough, or
it's a term we don't use that.
Yeah, and that's a lot of there's a lot of different words we don't use because they have become negatively connotated and used as insults. So, people with disabilities now, we're called Disability Connections, the Center for Independent Living, and our organization made a real choice in the late 90s to change that. And proud to say that the state of Michigan is one of the first states that led with people with disabilities, and was a leader in changing that language. So.
And the name of the organization, it's small d, capital A,
Yep.
and obviously it communicates a lot.
Yeah, so we're focusing on what people can do, what they can't do, instead of what they can't do. So that is a thing for us. And sometimes when people come to us, they're not sure what they can do, but we build on strength, not on weakness.
Let's take a look. You brought some photos from some of the things you've been up to over the last couple of years.
Yeah, this is Lizzie from the British Baking Show. This is, we couldn't get her over here, so we had her via video. She's from England, and she's a person that has ADHD and some cognitive impairments, and she's become very famous for cooking. So she made this incredible cake one year on the British Baking Show. So we had her over and we decorated cookies and had a gathering, and that kind of started some of our stuff with our inclusion event. I don't think that's mine. That might be mine. It looks like mine. It's almost too good to be mine, probably.
Well, you know, as they say on the British Baking Show, yeah, it's the taste that's the most important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it tastes really good because they were baked by someone other than me. But just the expression in doing that. This is our event last year, our inclusion event. So we had 800 people at this. This was Dr. Temple Grandin came and talked about what we can do to help people with autism be successful. You can see in our setup we had an interpreter, and then we had some live captioning going on here too.
This is a tradition of the organization to have an event, and I think one of the reasons you see so many people, it's free.
Yeah, we keep it free through sponsorship, and I'm just saying this is when you get the right people and when you have a good events, people are very interested in what's going on in the disability community. That line lasted for 2 hours to get in. That was with pre-sale tickets and everything. People lined up an hour before the show. So got another one of those coming up in October with Galen Lee at the JSO. So we're looking forward to that. But yeah, I think that the thing that I really take away from our history is that people have always been interested in including others and establishing a sense of belonging. And that, you know, in these times, disability complaints are the biggest civil rights complaint in the city or in the state of Michigan, outstripping any kind of racial discrimination. And it's mostly over employment. So there are people that have disabilities that want to be fully included, that are getting their opportunity to talk about that. We want to keep promoting that in our future. We've worked towards this point for 100 years with the help of our community. And so we're excited, going to have presentations to the Rotarians, a special presentation. You can't really see it all the way. I've got what that is on my lapel here, but I won't show everybody because it's supposed to be a surprise. So yeah, we just want to thank our community and let people come and see it. This event too is free, and the only thing that costs anything is if you want to get something at the food truck, if you're really hungry and you don't, ice cream and cake isn't enough, you can go get yourself something at the food truck. But other than that, it's free. People are going to get tours of our campus, have some special presentations, see our timeline. So.
All right, so you're off Prospect Street behind McDonald's.
Yep.
And where should
409, our real estate is 409 Linden Ave. It's not for sale, but we've cleaned it up really nice. Okay. You can come and check it out.
All right. Well, it's a great opportunity to check out what you do and to see. One of the things I think that's pretty cool is you have a lending
loan
facility,
closet.
Loan closet, because a lot of people that it's a temporary disability that people you serve those to.
Yeah, temporary, or if people need to adjust to their new disability or something has changed, that's what it's there for. It's to keep people in their home and in the community as much as they can be.
Well, I know you don't plan on being here at the 200th anniversary, but what are you looking forward to as you start the second century of this organization in Jackson? What are you looking forward to?
We want to continue to expand and get some offices in all of our territories. We're in Hillsdale, and we want to get an office there. We want to strengthen and reintroduce some of our youth programming. We want to work and get our, we have a thing called Fix This, which is a medical repair building, and we want to kind of get that into full shape. We will be unveiling that, new changes to that building at our anniversary. We have put in a full shop floor, done all the refinishing, and that'll be used to train youth in tools and hand tools. So doing that and getting better transportation, more inclusion, better housing, and changing people's attitudes through education and understanding. So those will all continue to be our focus in the next 100 years.
Awesome. Congratulations to you, the volunteers, the staff and board, and all those who service. And we'll see you Thursday.
We're looking forward to seeing everybody. Please come on down, check it out.
Thanks, John. John
you,
Hart,
Mark.
Executive Director of Disability Connections.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
You bet.